Hi, my name is Cecilia Hasso. So for my individual contribution to this final project is basically I basically had a source that I found online and it basically guided us into how to create the Raspberry Pi cluster with the Docker Swarm because I've never done anything like that. So that was like pretty interesting to me. So as I was like learning a little bit more about it, I was really interested in it. So we all basically had to follow the same commands because with sudo basically being the manager and all of us being the node workers, we had to basically show sudo like, hey, we need to follow these steps so that you can become the manager while the rest of us becomes nodes. And basically there was a step that we did miss when we were first working on it was to test the Docker to make sure that it was running properly. So that was like one of the obstacles we did overcome because we were wondering why it kept on timing out and aborting the join after they already had the Docker Swarm join token, which is right here on step 4. So this was a step that we missed, and if it wasn't pursued it, then we probably wouldn't be able to finish this. So, I mean, I really don't know what else to say. Okay. And then also, so we were like kind of confused about how the website, the article that I shared with everybody, because I kept on saying to download a Raspberry and well, just the image. So we assumed that we had to do that, but since we already had an image already installed into the Raspberry Pi from the start of the semester, we just went ahead and skipped that part because we just felt like it was just too much of a hassle since it wasn't available through the website, or it didn't want to unzip, or there was a problem with downloading it and stuff. Since a couple of us did have some extra pies and we want to like explore a little bit on it with our own instead of with the one that we're using for school. And yeah, so these were the following steps that we did. Basically in the same way that it showed us in the website article. So install the Docker shell script, which is right here, and this is to create to install Docker into the Raspberry Pi. So that had to be installed to every Raspberry Pi that was going to be with using Docker. After that, since we had to use this following code because this allows the Raspberry Pi to run the Docker command. And so since sudo, as I said before, it became manager, so we went ahead and did the following command into his Raspberry Pi terminal or SSH into it. And then after that, we had all of us, since we were the node workers, we had to copy this from step 4 so that we'd be able to sign in.